Chapter 13, Preparations. I return to my uncle's hideout. I know I'll find what I need. I hope so, anyway. We'll see. As always, he greets me with the most sincere kindness. I explain the reason for my visit. Jacques, I need access to your stocks. I've taken on a very risky mission. He replies. Really? You worry me. What are you talking about? I tell him. A database, an 800,000 mission. A file to retrieve. His face suddenly tightens and he asks. Ah yes. Indeed. It's heavy stuff. A little too heavy, perhaps? I sense the concern in his voice and try to reassure him. No, I don't think so. If I can get what I need from you, it should be fine. He scratches his chin, thoughtful and worried, then finally says. Come on, let's have a look at the stock. He leads me to the back of the hangar, past various corridors and back doors. A secret passage opens up, revealing a storage space where everything needed to wage a real little war is hidden. And then some. Jacques is a living paradox. On the one hand, he's the epitome of compassion and kindness. On the other, he's always preparing for the worst. I think this has something to do with his past, which he shares with my father. This experience has cemented a strong and beautiful friendship. So I give him a list of my needs: a retractable katana, a Mauser plasma pistol, Browning perforating bullets, 8 magazines for the rifle and pistols. But Jacques soon points out a major problem that could jeopardize my mission. You're asking for 2 very rare and complex pieces of equipment that I don't have, the data hacker and the self-propelled grappling hook. Given the deadlines you've committed to, I can design one of them for you. But for the other, you'll have to work it out for yourself. I reply. Crap. Okay, I'll do what I have to do. I choose to find the data hacker on my own. He's essential if I'm to get into the bank. The easiest way is to point me in the direction of people who use this type of device. People like me, specialized in surveillance and espionage. The ones I have in mind generally operate in the financial sector, totally legally, and their clients are very powerful. Their name is Cumming and Riley Associated. Their offices and residence are in the prestigious Hotel Hermine. Reaching the outskirts of this establishment, I inquire about my targets. Automated driving gives me a moment to reflect. My research quickly gives me an angle of attack. They're staying on the Churchill floor, occupying 3 suites. One is their office, the others their living quarters. I park far enough away and complete my approach on foot. The area is particularly favored. Here, decorations, street furniture and buildings are bright and refined. I walk along a luxury residence on my left. The technical parts of the parking lot just a few meters away give me an ideal view of the entrance to the Hotel Hermine, just opposite. I'm in the dark, preparing my assault. I need to know where they are and what they're doing. I log on to the hotel's technical server and pretend to be the electrical systems maintenance department. The hotel's security levels are no match for those awaiting me in the data bank. For the time being, the systems I use are sufficient. I want to measure electrical consumption at Churchill level. If their homes are at minimum consumption, they're not there. If there's high consumption, it means they're present. As I concentrate on my investigations, a scene catches my eye. On the sidewalk opposite, a couple with a child are having a marital crisis. They're obviously drunk and out of control. The trio make their way along as best they can. At every step, she receives a violent slap and insults. Behind them, the child is in tears, trying to say a few soothing words to her father. I cross the street. He quickly pulls a knife from under his silk coat. He risks killing his companion or the child. But I'm not close enough. I call out to him to distract him. Hey, man. Have you seen my dog? I'm looking for my dog. He turns his head towards me just as he's about to bring his arm down on the woman who's now on her knees. He staggers back and looks at me with an expression mixing anger and surprise. I'm right up there with him. He exclaims. What? What's the matter, asshole? I strike him with a sharp, powerful uppercut to the chin. He's knocked out immediately. The woman and the child she is holding look at me with tears in their eyes. Without a word, I feel their gratitude for not having remained indifferent. She stammers out a thank you as I help them to their feet. Go away. Leave him be. Change your life, don't go home. If you don't, it'll go on. Maybe next time it'll be worse. She answers. Yes, yes, thank you. Thank you. The little boy brushes my hand as he passes by. His eyes pierce me. My heart aches to see him in such pain. I hope they can use this moment to find a solution. As I watch them walk away, she quickens her pace and disappears into the Hotel Hermine. I step over the scum lying on the sidewalk and return to my hideout. Finally, I stop. I turn around and kick him in the head. This time, for sure, his jaw is completely broken. I resume my search. After a few minutes, I finally get the results of the consumption measurements. Their homes and offices are on standby. They're not there. I can take advantage of this to enter. I head for the back of the hotel, through the service entrances. The laundry airlocks are generally the least secure. I make my way discreetly to the docks reserved for this purpose. According to my information, an automated truck should be arriving soon. It will pick up a box full of laundry to be cleaned and return an empty one. Empty of laundry, but with me hidden inside. I climb onto the facade and stand high on the roof overhangs protecting the crate exchange ramps. The truck approaches. As expected, a box full of dirty laundry appears on the dock. The truck parks directly opposite. A tailgate opens at the front of the truck to receive the full box, while the rear of the vehicle supplies the empty box. I hang on and drop at just the right moment. Here I am in the box, which moves automatically. Now I'm inside the automated laundry room. The room is quite large, containing everything needed to collect bags of dirty laundry as well as areas for receiving and storing hotel supplies. To my right are the stairs, right next to the elevators. I decide to take the back stairs. I enter cautiously. The level of security here is quite high for a simple staircase. This is a prestigious hotel. The lock is bolted. I connect to the system and trigger the opening. I pass through and carefully close the door. My visual and auditory detection systems inform me of the absence of staff at this moment. I climb the stairs at full speed. Here I am on the Churchill level. Before going any further, I freeze the cameras at my current level. I need to be able to get through without being seen. I open the door to the customer side corridor. The area is deserted, so I proceed cautiously. I pass suite after suite. After a few dozen meters, I arrive at my objective. I take control of the office's home automation functions. I switch on certain zones and activate certain devices, simulating the presence of the rightful owner. Then I enter the hotel's room service program and create an urgent cleaning request. A few seconds later, a cleaning robot appears at the end of the corridor. I stand against the opposite wall, totally motionless, my stealth mode making me invisible to the robot. He opens the door and I follow him into the room. Once inside, I command the cleaning operation to stop. The robot leaves, leaving me alone and free to act. Here I am in the business suite, with a customer reception area, administration area, offices, and a meeting room. At the far end, a secure room catches my eye. This is certainly where I'll find what I need. Either I try to force my way in, or I wait for them to come back. My first approach fails. I can't connect to their security program. My second approach is to pretend to be one of them and order the premises to be opened. To no avail. My attempts at virtual cloning all fail. I'll have to wait until they return. It's going to be direct combat. I'd have preferred to avoid confrontation, but I have no choice. I set up an attachment point above the entrance hatch, wedging myself in, stuck to the ceiling like a spider. The angle of attack will give me the advantage. Then I wait. For a long time. After 45 minutes, my sensors go on alert. They're approaching. The airlock opens. I have to jump on one of them. I jump on Riley, knees forward, knocking him violently to the ground. I straighten up and land a back kick on Cumming. The blow is so hard that he does a somersault and lands on his neck. He's not dead, just stunned. So is Riley, on whom I return as quickly as possible. I straighten him up, stand behind him and give him an arm lock. I draw my dagger and apply it to his neck. They come to their senses and realize what's happening. I address Cumming. Open your safe. And get me your best hacker. His eyes move wildly, searching for a solution. I reframe him. Hurry up, or I'll cut his head off. I start to thrust the blade, blood spurts and Riley starts screaming. I shout back. I'll soon be at his throat. We'll never hear the end of him. He snaps. I've got it. Stop it. I'm opening it. He remotely triggers the opening behind me. He steps forward. I shift, holding Riley firmly, dagger in throat. He groans. Cumming enters. I say. Don't take the opportunity to grab anything else. He emerges almost immediately, briefcase in hand. I anticipate the trap and say. Open the case and take out the hacker. He does so. A beacon is hidden on the inside right-hand side. If I took the container as is, they would have followed me. The hacker comes in the form of a small box, containing phenomenal computing power and protocols specialized in the intrusion of all systems. No security can contain this virtual hacker. I retrieve the technological monster and organize my escape. I return to the home automation functions and open the suite's airlock. I swivel Riley to my left, deliver a powerful kick to Cumming's temple, regain my footing, release my grip and send him a hard right that knocks him out instantly. They're both unconscious on the floor. All I have to do now is get back to my feet as quickly as possible. In less than 2 minutes, I'm on my speedster. I'm off to make the final preparations for the attack on the databank. Now that I've got the hacker, I can get back to Jacques. As planned, when I arrive, he gives me the grappling hook he's made and I take the rest of the necessary equipment.